Dear Doctor, marrying into a new family is hard. I know this from personal experience. You love your spouse deeply, but fitting in with their family, that's a different story altogether. It's a whole other challenge that can sometimes feel overwhelming. It's even harder when you come from different cultural or ethnic backgrounds. I married a wonderful man from a different culture, and our wedding was a beautiful blend of traditions. I was excited to build a life with him, filled with hope and dreams. But I was naive about the complexities of integrating into his family. They had their own traditions, their own set of expectations, and I felt like an outsider trying to find my place. I wanted their acceptance more than anything. I wanted to be part of the family, to feel like I belonged. But it often felt like there was an invisible wall between us, a barrier I couldn't break through. It was as if they were always watching me, judging my every move, my every word. It was hard not to take it personally, to not feel hurt by their scrutiny. I often felt lost, alone, and unsure of my place within this new family dynamic. It was a struggle I hadn't anticipated, but one I was determined to overcome. I tried my best to bridge the gap. I learned their language, even though it was difficult. I converted to their religion, hoping it would show my commitment. I participated in all their family events, even if I felt out of place. I smiled and tried to be agreeable, even when things made me uncomfortable. I wanted to believe that my efforts would be enough, that one day they would see me as one of their own. But the acceptance I craved never came. One incident in particular stands out vividly in my memory. It was our child's birthday, a day filled with joy and anticipation. I'd planned a small party, something fun and familiar, with balloons, streamers and a homemade cake. My in-laws arrived and immediately the mood shifted. They were disapproving, their faces stern and unyielding. They thought the celebration was inappropriate, too different from their traditions, too modern and frivolous. My child, innocent and excited, made a birthday wish, eyes closed tightly, hoping for something magical. He wished that we could all be more alike, that Grandma and Grandpa wouldn't be so serious, that we could all just get along. The silence that followed was deafening, a heavy, uncomfortable pause that seemed to stretch on forever. It was a child's innocent wish, but it cut to the heart of the matter, revealing the deep divide between us, a bridge too far to cross. The price of acceptance. That day, I saw the toll it was taking on my family. The weight of unspoken words and unresolved conflicts was evident in every glance and every sigh. My husband, caught between his family and mine, always trying to keep the peace. He wore a mask of calm, but I could see the strain in his eyes, the exhaustion in his posture. And my child, sensing the tension, feeling the weight of our differences. It broke my heart to see such innocence burdened by the complexities of adult relationships. I realized then that my pursuit of acceptance had come at a cost. The dream of a harmonious family seemed to be slipping away, replaced by a growing sense of division. It had created a rift in my own family, a sense of unease in our own home. The place that was supposed to be our sanctuary now felt like a battleground of silent wars. The question was, how much longer could we live like this? How many more days could we endure the silent suffering, the emotional fatigue that was wearing us down? How much of ourselves were we willing to sacrifice for a sense of belonging that always seemed out of reach? The price of acceptance was becoming too high, and I wondered if it was worth the cost. How much is too much? Doctor, how far should one go to fit in with their in-laws? Is it worth sacrificing your own identity, your own family's happiness, for a place at a table where you may never truly belong? These are the questions that keep me up at night. I long for harmony, for acceptance, but not at any cost. Not if it means losing sight of who we are. Signed, Lost in Translation.